What's up, family? Peace and light. It's TravelingSista. If this is your first time joining the channel, then welcome. If not, welcome back, family. I know I never say this in my videos, but you know, I'm just trying to learn about these algorithms and all that stuff. So I'm going to tell you, if you are not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button, press that little bell so you can get a notification every time I make a video or a post, and just share, share the love, you know, all of that good stuff. Today is a very, very important video, probably one of the most important videos that I will make as a content creator out here. Something that I probably should have made a long time ago, just through my observations after 6 years of being here. If you saw my last video, you see that I was here for 6 years, or that I have been here for 6 years in Tanzania, and I will say it has been such a blessing. But before I get into all of that, I just want to go ahead and thank every single person who has placed your CMOS order. You still got a couple of days to use the code WinterWellness15 to get 15% off of your order until January 10th. So y'all go ahead and place those orders. And also thank you so much for every single person who sent a love token, a donation to this channel to help me keep doing what I'm doing, and also sent a donation to help us get everything that we need for this beautiful baby growing inside of us. Like, I love you guys so much, and you are truly, truly appreciated. Okay, so I hope you guys can hear me. I'm outside and it's a little windy today, but I just really want to be out here because it's just so beautiful and the weather is perfect. It's not too hot today. The mangoes are coming out, the birds are chirping, as you can hear behind me. The kids are playing in the neighborhood. Like, it's just a groovy day, baby. It's just a groovy day. Okay, so this video is not going to be long. It's going to be straight to the point, down to the nitty gritty. The top 3 reasons why I see businesses fail here in Tanzania, specifically with the diaspora. Number 1 is not doing the proper market research, you guys. I have my computer right here, so I'm gonna be looking over here referencing certain things that I've taken notes on, but not really doing the research on the market. Okay, and what I mean by that is a lot of times we come out here with an idea, with a business idea, and with kind of a plan already in our head, which we should. You see what I'm saying? We can't just come out here blindly sometimes. But a lot of what I see is us trying to take the model from the States and apply it to out here, or take the business ideas from the States that we have that are lucrative and apply them out here without doing the research. I'm not saying don't apply the things out here, but you have to do research on what are the needs of the people out here. Who is your target market? Are you targeting the diaspora that are already out here? Are you going to be targeting the local Tanzanian people? Are you going to be targeting both, or no one at all? Will you be exporting? Will your customers not even be in Tanzania? The thing that I will say is that there is a lot of money to be made when you export. And I know it can seem a little tricky. There's a lot of hoops that you jump through and this, that, and the third. When it comes to exporting, there are special licensings that you need, special certificates and whatnot. But once you cut through all that red tape, exporting is possible. And that's where you're going to be making a lot more money than what you think. What I would also like to bring to light is there are more than 2 regions in Tanzania. It's not only Dar es Salaam and Arusha and Zanzibar. You guys, there are so many regions here in Tanzania. I don't remember the number. I'm gonna put it in here, you know, when I go ahead and Google it, but there are so many regions here in Tanzania. And guess what? Each one of these regions have their own specialty, their own thing. When it comes to agriculture, when it comes to natural resources, when it comes to just business opportunity in general. It's abundant out here, and you really, really have to think outside the box. I urge everyone to come out with that entrepreneurial mindset. We're not coming out here to take jobs, you guys. We're not coming out here to look for jobs. We shouldn't be coming out here to look for jobs and take jobs. We need to be creating jobs, because that is a part of bridging the gap, that us coming from the West, us coming from outside of the continent of Africa. We're not out here to take jobs. We're out here to make jobs, create wealth, because we have power in our own community to do so. So that's what we need to be coming out here focusing focusing on not finding a job, but to create a job for someone, to give back in such a way, because there are so many opportunities, and especially us coming from the West, we do have an advantage with global marketing, on how to even communicate with people on a global business marketing scale. And there are certain skills that we have coming from the West that are invaluable, that we can be imparting this wisdom on one another as diaspora who are coming out here, and as continental Africans. This is not only about Tanzania, but yes, that's my little rant. I kind of went off on a tangent, but what I wanted to say is there are so many regions here in Tanzania that have their own thing. In the lake region is where you're going to find a lot of the gold, but you do have pockets of gold throughout Tanzania. If you want to check out my video that I did, it's about 2 years ago now, on the gold mine in the southern region, then I'm going to link that here or here, wherever it's at. Yes, cacao. Okay, you want to get some chocolate made, you want to export cacao, raw cacao. Mbeya, that's the region. Almost any cacao that comes from Tanzania comes from Mbeya. I'm not gonna say all. Is that the monkey? Where is he? You guys, we have this monkey. Oh my gosh, hey. Yeah, we have this monkey that comes to visit our yard like every day. We have all these trees and all this greenery around us, so he just comes and he just hangs out and observes us, and we observe him. But anyways, you guys, almost any agriculture that you're going to do is very possible to do in Arusha. Arusha has some of the most fertile soil I've ever seen. Like literally, you can just throw some seeds out there and they'll grow. Very rich soil. Let's see, what else? If you're looking for fish, there's a big opportunity to export fish, to even bring fish and seafood from one region to the other. You're going to be talking about all the coastal regions, of course, and the lake regions. If you want the freshwater fish, if you want the tilapia, if you want the catfish, stuff like that. You know, you're looking for wine, grapes, wineries, Dodoma. You guys, it's just so many regions that have an abundance of opportunity, and you just really have to broaden your mind and tap into those things. All right. And another point that I want to talk about really quickly is take your time. All right. I know it's so exciting when you first come out here because you're learning the language, you're learning how people move. You just want to get your life set up. You're trying to get your business popping. I get it. You just want to hit the ground running, but it's crucial that you take your time and do that research. It's crucial that you take your time and go visit other regions in Tanzania. Just because you land here in Dar es Salaam, or just because you land in Moshi or Kilimanjaro or Arusha, doesn't mean that that is the be all end all. Take your time, take a few months actually, and go explore these other regions and see what they have to offer. Because when I tell you, I never fathomed that I would ever be getting into the sea moss business or in the timber business. My husband has grown up in the timber business. His family has had a timber company for over 30 years, have been in the woodworking business, making furniture and wholesale and retail supply of lumber. And I never, that was never a thought for my life that I had. That's a lot of flies today. You know, that was never a thought for my life that I had, but it has turned out to be a successful business venture for us. And I'm saying that to say, think outside the box. Think outside the box when you're coming here and looking for business opportunities. Another thing that I want to point out real quick about this first point, and then I'll wrap it up. Don't expect to make the same salary out here doing the same job that you did in your home country. Let me give you a perfect example, okay? Even back home, I used to braid, right? I was never a licensed cosmetologist or anything like that, but your girl used to slay some braids sometimes, right? So I used to charge $200, between $150 and $200 for a set of small to medium box braids that went down waist length, okay? That's about average. Out here, where are you? I hear him, you guys. I hear the monkey. Maybe he'll make an appearance. We'll see. Anyways, out here, you can get the same exact box braids for $20 or less. And when I tell you they slay, they slay. They will slay some box braids. So if you're coming out and you're looking to open a beauty salon or a barber shop, don't expect to get paid those American prices. All right, I have seen it so many times painfully where people are coming out here with their business, they're migrating their businesses out here, and when they don't make what they make in the States, they get very discouraged, and some of them end up having to leave and go home because they've spent all their money getting the business set up and they're not making the profits that they thought they would. So please be careful, and please take your time to do the research on the costs, what type of profit margins you're going to be making. You know, of course you're not going to get an exact number, but you can get a ballpark if you do your proper research. Get on the ground and talk to people, talk to other diaspora out here, see what's working for them, see what's not. All right, so I'm going to wrap that point up. Number one mistake, not doing the proper market research. Okay, number two is just straight, quick, to the point. You must get the proper licensing if you want to do business out here. There's literally no way around it. You have to get that business properly registered. You have to go through the licensing agencies and everything. You have to get your work permit. You got to get your residency. Nothing else to say. I'm going to see if I could include the link in the description section below so you can get more information on what that process looks like. I do believe a few years ago I made the video just loosely explaining how to do that. I will also link that up here, but some of that information might be outdated because it was like 3, maybe 4 years ago by now, but you can just use that video as a reference if you'd like. But I will be including the links in the description section below so you can just kind of get the gist of it. And I do, since we're on this subject, I do want to clear the false rumor that's been going around that to start a business up out here you have to have $250,000. Not true. Not true at all. That's if you want to go with the what is it called, I can't remember. That's if you want to take a certain route in your business and get licensed with a certain agency. I'll also include their name because it's escaping me right now. This pregnancy brain is like for real. But you know, you don't need a whole bunch of money to start a business out here, like $250,000. And if you do choose to go with this particular agency and register, it's not $250,000 cash. It's $250,000 in liquidable assets. That means, say for instance, if you want to start a farming company or an agricultural company, you might have an irrigation system that's worth $30,000. You might have a tractor that's worth $20,000. That's $50,000 right there. The piece of land you put it on, that might be, I don't know, another $30,000. So you see what I'm saying, you get the gist of it. But it does have, this certain agency does have its benefits to registering with it, but it is not mandatory that you go through this agency to register your business. Now, I am not a government official. I am not a representative of any whatever. Okay, I'm just giving y'all some information, but register that business properly so you're not looking over your shoulder when you're trying to make your money. That's literally the most nerve-wracking, annoying thing ever. You just get it, just bite the bullet, get it straight. Okay, point number 3. Probably the most significant reason why people end up losing money, thousands of dollars, when they come out here and do business is not finding the right business partner. I've seen it time and time and time and time again, you guys. And when I say business partner, I don't only mean with local Tanzanians, I mean also with other people in the diaspora. Okay, just because when we come out here, some of us come by ourselves, some of us come with family. Either way, we tend to try and find our tribe, right? So we link up with people at these meetups. We try to find like-minded people who are into the same things that we're in. And we link up with someone and we share business ideas just as people naturally do, especially if you have that entrepreneurial mindset, right? But what I see happen is we end up knowing these people for maybe 2 or 3 months. We're really cool with them, really cool, like family. we end up being like family with these people. We make these bonds and these ties with these people. But just because you align on certain things doesn't necessarily mean that you'll align when it comes to business. What are your beliefs about money? What are your beliefs about business? How does that person operate? Because let me tell you something, people operate vastly different. They be moving real sideways sometimes when money is involved, when, you know, they're in need or whether they have lack or whatever. You see people's true colors when money is involved sometimes. And I've seen a lot of diaspora, well, not a whole lot, but a few diaspora link up with people just because they're from your home city or your home state. You know what I'm saying? Link up with them and go into business with them and end up getting knocked over the head by people, you know, who they trust. And yeah, like, even though yes, we are all diaspora out here, our goal at least is, you know, usually we have a common goal, is to set our life up and to create generational wealth for us and our families. You know, we're not always aligned, you know, and we got to kind of take the rose-colored lenses off and think that everybody out here is your brother, your sister. Just because you're skin folk don't mean you're kin folk. I know y'all heard that before. That also applies for the local Tanzanian people. Just because you have a great driver who helps you at the market, who doesn't allow you to get ripped off, who charges you fair prices, doesn't mean that they're necessarily trustworthy, or it doesn't mean that you should go into business with a random driver, you know. And there's nothing wrong with forming relationships and friendships and going into business with these people. But what I'm saying is really pick their brain, really do the research, and don't just partner with these people because, like, oh, you're Tanzanian, so I know I need a Tanzanian to help me maneuver 1, 2, 3, 4, which is very true. You have to form an alliance. It's almost impossible to maneuver successfully if you don't form an alliance with someone. All right, I'm just going to put that out. But it doesn't mean that you should go into business with your driver or go into business with your gardener or go into business with, you know, a random person that you trust. Just as I said with the other people in the diaspora, you know, what are your views on money? How do you act when you don't have money? You know, where's your moral code when it comes to a lot of things? And another thing is, just because, you know, they're successful in this vein of business, let's say, you know, someone has their own landscaping company, that doesn't mean that they'll necessarily be good if you want to go into the gold mining business. They might not have a clue when it comes to, you know, gold and, you know, precious metals and gems and stuff like that. So I guess what I'm saying is, choose your partner with as much scrutiny as possible. You have to, because this is your livelihood. This is your family's livelihood. This is the food on your table. You cannot play with this. And I see a lot of people come out and they're misinformed and they get disappointed and discouraged because a lot of things here operate vastly different. I'm telling you, and it takes a whole lot of patience and understanding when it comes to operating a business out here. The whole setup process, it can be very draining, especially if you don't have the right people on your team. So please take your time, you guys. And if I can put a dollar amount, a minimal dollar amount that you need to have to just set up any type of business out here, $10,000. Seriously, you need to come with at least $10,000. And if you don't come with that $10,000, come with something, but also have a residual income rolling in each month that can help replenish the money that goes out. Because what I see a lot is people ranting and raving about how cheap this place is. Now it is, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain things, when it comes to food, if you shop at the local markets, if you understand the prices, very cheap. Rent, very cheap compared to a lot of y'all's home country. Certain things, just very affordable. This place is very affordable to live. But We all know the saying, cheap can be expensive. You really have to learn how to budget yourself. If you don't have budgeting skills, then this place will eat you alive financially. I'm just going ahead and say that. But I feel like $10,000 is kind of the sweet spot to get your business set up, to get your registration, your licensing and everything, plus to get your startup materials depending upon what you're going to be going into, of course. So please don't underestimate the costs. Don't underestimate the cost of living out here. Like I said, cheap can be very expensive. I know things can be tempting, especially when it's a whole new place, a whole new world really, and you want to explore and do things like that. Set that in your budget. And I also encourage you to find a side hustle when you come out here to replenish your expenses, your daily expenses, you know, going to the market, going out to eat, transportation. That's another thing that I feel like people don't factor in. The Bolt and Uber rides. Well, they don't have Uber out here anymore, I don't think, but Bolt, same thing as Uber and Lyft. You know, those tend to add up, especially if you're using them every day. Learn how to take the public transportation system, you guys. It's like 25 cents for a one-way ticket. Like, don't be afraid of local transportation. You literally go from one place to another. It works just like the bus system in the States. A lot more people on the buses, but yeah, like, learn how to do those things. And when it comes to side hustle, I know so many people who are teaching English online. I know so many other people who are doing tutoring online. Like, especially us coming from the West, there are so many opportunities to make money online. We have a lot of resources, you guys. We just do. We have a lot of resources to be able to make money online and to get payments out here. Like, you know, they don't have a PayPal system out here that's based in Tanzania. That's another thing. This is a little off the topic, but if you're gonna get a Cash App, a PayPal, a Venmo, all those things, set that up before you come here, because they're gonna send a verification code to your phone. They're gonna do this, that, and the other, and it can be very tricky to try and get that set up out here. I have another video that I made a few years ago that still applies to this, you know, this time, because nothing really changes about these platforms too much when it comes to the money transfer. A lot of people out here use the mobile money transfer, M-Pesa, Tigo Pesa, Halo Pesa, what else is there? Airtel Money, you know, those are the main ones, but you'll figure it out once you get here. It's essential that everyone has at least one of those platforms to exchange money in a local way. But anyways, yes, you guys, side hustle. So I'm just gonna wrap this up because I don't want to make it too long, but let me do a quick recap, okay? Number one, not doing the proper market research. It's essential. You don't want to come out here and fumble your bag, okay? Number two, not getting the proper licensing and registrations. There is no way around it, good people. You have to get it so you're not looking over your shoulder, so the government doesn't come for you. Like, just do it. Just bite the bullet, pay the fees, get your business registered legitimately. Number three, not taking your time to find the correct business partner, whether that's a Tanzanian or a diasporan. That could save you thousands of dollars. And as the bonus, not coming out here with the right budget. You need at least $10,000, at least $10,000. And that's on the business side. I'm not even talking about your living expenses. If you come out here and you're planning to start a business, you need to come with at least $10,000 on deck. And if you don't have that on deck, that's fine. Get you a hustle. Okay, so I'm gonna wrap up the video. But before I go, since we are talking about business and the diaspora coming out here doing things, okay, if you haven't checked out my video with Uhuru Community and Training Center and my other video with Ford's Herbal or T3andMe, then please check them out. I'm gonna put them in the description section below. And y'all gotta check these out, you guys. Okay, I'm moving into the space of doing this more and more and shining a light on what the diaspora is doing out here when it comes to business, and also what the Tanzanian people are doing when it comes to business. Because if you know anything about me, it is one of my life's missions and one of my life's purpose, and something I'm very passionate about, bridging the gap between the diaspora and the continental Africans, y'all. And what better way to do it through business? Like, we have power coming from the West as skin folk. We have power. Don't let them make you believe that you don't have power. Don't let them make you believe that we are powerless in this global society. We have so much buying power. It's ridiculous. But guess what? It doesn't stay in our community for even 15 minutes after we get the dollar. It's out. It's gone. And yo, it's a problem. It's a problem. And I'm talking to my black people. I'm talking to my brothers and sisters. I'm talking to us right now. It has to change, because it's one of the only ways that we're going to elevate and reclaim our power as a people, is if we keep our money circulating in our community for more than 15 minutes, for more than 5 minutes, whatever the statistic is. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Check out these videos, yo. Support when you can, where you can, even if it's only $5, even if it's just words of encouragement, positive energy. Support our brothers and sisters. Speaking of money moves, it is a new year, 2023, on the Gregorian calendar anyways. You know, I don't really believe that this is the actual new year. I have my own wacky little beliefs about it. Maybe I'll get into it one day with y'all, but yeah, it is a new year. So let us go ahead and build wealth for ourselves. Go ahead and place your order for that sea moss, you guys. Like I said, up until January 10th, you will get 15% off by using the code Winter Wellness. And I don't know if you all know this, but I only do bulk and wholesale for my sea moss and my sea moss powder. I do have a sample pack that has 1 pound of purple sea moss, 1 pound of gold, and 1 pound of rainbow sea moss, which is a mix of both, plus a little green. Also 1 pound of powder, so you're getting 4 pounds of products. And you can go ahead and check out my website for the prices and everything. Free shipping worldwide, by the way. Free shipping. I'm not even playing with y'all. Like, free shipping. Okay. So yeah, this is also a great business opportunity for so many people out there who are looking for a legitimate side hustle with great quality product that you know where your product is coming from. You know the source of your product is nothing fishy, janky, whatever going on with it. You know the source of your product, and you're supplying people with something that is literally bettering their life, extending their lives. Like, if you haven't watched my last video, then go ahead and check it out. I give a little story about how sea moss literally changed my life. You know, helped us with a lot of things that we were struggling through. I'm not going to give the spill here, but go ahead and check out that last video. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to quit rambling because I feel like this video is like maybe 20 minutes or so. I just wanted to really make this important video to help you save thousands of dollars potentially when you come out here. The top 3 business mistakes that people end up making out here in Tanzania. I hope this video was helpful. If so, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. And like I said, thank you for everyone who has been sending love tokens and donations to this channel. So much gratitude. You have no idea. I'm gonna still include my link to my PayPal and my Cash App down below. I love you guys. And that's it. This video is coming to an end because I'm just rambling now, okay? Y'all know what it is. I love y'all. Peace.